Oak acorns formed tight friendships in the comforting shadows of the forest. However, among them was an acorn a bit different from the others. Her name was Angel. Angel, instead of climbing high branches or playing games with colorful flowers like the other acorns, dreamed of falling to the ground and staying there. Although the other acorns couldn't quite understand this idea, Angel felt a kind of peace within her. One day, a wind descending from the sky dragged her toward the ground. As soon as Angel landed on the soil, she met the softness and warmth surrounding her. Her roots, blending with the earth, provided her with a sense of peace and security. Angel embarked on underground adventures, where the soil revealed a world filled with tiny insects, colorful stones, and buried treasures. Over time, Angel's roots strengthened and integrated with the soil. Slowly, green shoots began to sprout. First a small shoot, then branches, leaves. Angel was turning into an oak tree. In the depths of the forest, she had experienced a different adventure with the other acorns. While Angel's branches reached toward the sky, welcoming birds and butterflies, her roots were tightly embraced by the depths of the soil. Angel realized that her descent to the ground had, in fact, made her a larger and more powerful being. And so, Angel's story became a legend told in the forest. By connecting with the soil, Angel discovered her true strength and magic, transforming into an oak tree where her dream came true.
In a distant kingdom, there was a magical garden where every season was spring. In this garden, the most beautiful flowers and the most enchanting butterflies lived. However, the most special among these butterflies were the magical butterflies. These butterflies could cast spells with their colors and fulfill wishes, and they resided in the magical tree at the heart of the garden. One day, in a part of this magnificent garden, a little butterfly named Dream was born. Dream was different from the other butterflies. Her wings were still colorless. The other butterflies decided to add color to her wings and take her to the tree where the magical butterflies lived. One of the brightly colored butterflies approached Dream and said, "Hello, Dream, we are going to take you to the magical butterflies. There, you can add magical colors to your wings." Dream joyfully followed the other butterflies, and they arrived at the tree where the magical butterflies lived. The magical butterflies welcomed Dream with love. However, Dream's wings were still colorless. The queen of the magical butterflies turned to Dream and said, "Dear Dream, you can create your own colors with the love and good wishes inside you. But to do that, you must explore the beauty within yourself." Dream delved into her inner self, and with the love, joy, and hope inside her, she added color to her wings. Suddenly, Dream's wings turned into a magnificent array of colors. The garden marveled at the colors on Dream's wings. The queen of the magical butterflies, with a smile, said, "Your wings reflect the beauty within you. Now, you have the power to bring joy and love to the world." Dream's colorful wings brought joy and love to the garden. Everyone started to dance and sing. The garden became even more magical and colorful. And so, Dream remained the most special butterfly among the magical butterflies. The colors on her wings brought love and hope to every corner of the garden. Everyone learned that Dream was unique, and that discovering the beauty within oneself was essential. Thus, the enchanted butterfly garden became an even more beautiful and magical place. All the butterflies became connected with love and friendship, and the colors on Dream's wings continued to spread love and joy throughout the garden. Once upon a time, in the distant past, when the sky was filled with millions of stars, the night sky shimmered with their brilliance. Among these stars, the brightest and most cheerful was the moon star. The moon star always showered other stars with smiles full of love. One day, as the moon star wandered through the sky, it noticed a small star. This star took pride in its name and was known as Tiny Star. Tiny Star was a bit smaller and fainter than the other stars, but it had a big desire and excitement in its heart. When the moon star noticed Tiny Star, It smiled warmly and asked, "Hello, Tiny Star. Why are you so sad?" Tiny Star, looking a bit embarrassed, lowered its head and said, "I am small and faint. I can't shine as brightly as the other stars." The moon star smiled at it and said, "Every star contributes its unique beauty and brightness to a sky. You have a special brightness too, Tiny Star. Everyone has a light in their hearts, and you must find yours." Those words put a smile on Tiny Star's face. From that day on, Tiny Star decided to discover its own brightness. Every night it started to dance in the sky. Accompanied by a light and cheerful melody, it played and danced with the other stars, discovering its uniqueness. Tiny Star's dance brought joy and happiness to the hearts of other stars. The sky started to celebrate how special it was. Every night, the stars gathered and danced together, coloring the sky with their radiance. One day, a child saw Tiny Star's dance. While watching the stars dance in the sky, the child noticed how beautiful and special Tiny Star was. From that day on, every night before going to bed, the child would look up at the sky, watch Tiny Star's dance, and think about how bright it was. And from that day on, like the moon star, Tiny Star joined the other stars in a loving dance every night, filling the hearts of children with brightness.
Once upon a time, in a distant village, there was a world dominated by shades of gray. Days were gray, nights were gray, even the birds were gray. The children in the village were growing up in a colorless world, and each one looked just like the other. However, there were a few brave children in the village: Mia, Liam, and Noah. These three friends wondered why colors were missing and why their world was so gray. One day, they found an old book. The book was titled The Colorful World and told the story of a magical garden that filled villages with colors. The friends set out in search of this magical garden. Along the way, they faced various challenges, but they supported each other. Eventually, they found the magical garden. In the garden, each color was represented by a flower. Mia, Liam, and Noah each took one colorful flower and returned to their village. When they planted each flower in their village, the gray world began to fill with color. The children took pride in working together to fill their village with colors. Now, days were colorful, nights sparkled with stars, and birds flew with colorful wings. The end of the story came when Mia, Liam, and Noah showed how powerful they were by filling their village with colors. By coming together, the children had enriched their world. And so, the children discovered the magic of colors and added vibrancy to their lives. Each friend representing different colors, through this adventure, had made their world even more beautiful.